Hello there, Father Diego here with the Gospel of the Day. Today is Wednesday, November the 6th, and we read the Gospel of Luke chapter 14, verses 25 to 33. Great crowds were traveling with him, and he turned and addressed them. If anyone comes to me without hating his father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, and even his own life, he cannot be my disciple. Whoever does not carry his own cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Which of you, wishing to construct a tower, does not first sit down and calculate the cost to see if there is enough for its completion? Otherwise, after laying the foundation and finding himself unable to finish the work, the onlookers should laugh at him and say, "This one began to build, but did not have the resources to finish." Or what king, marching into battle, would not first sit down and decide whether with 10,000 troops he can successfully oppose another king advancing upon him with 20,000 troops? But if not, while he is still far away, he will send a delegation to ask for peace terms. In the same way, every one of you who does not renounce all his possessions cannot be my disciple. This is one of those difficult gospels to preach on, to understand, and to embrace. But anyway, first of all, let us try to understand the meaning of this verb, of this word, to hate. To hate mother and father, wife and children, brothers and sisters, and even his own life. What does it mean to hate? The verb in Greek is misein. The meaning of this verb in Greek is not about emotions, but about an action, or better, about decisions and choices in your life. Let me give you an example. You want to marry your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, and you want to create or to build, to begin a family. So you have to move out of your house, meaning you make a decision to live with your future spouse. It doesn't mean that you hate your parents, but you make a decision. You have to, to move away from them in order to begin this new family. It's pretty much the same in the gospel. In order to follow Jesus, you have to make a decision. In your relationships, you have to decide. So with this in mind, let us try to understand the general meaning of this gospel, which is, again, the risk of following Jesus, the cost, the consequences of this decision of following Jesus. There is something that I like very much about the message of the gospel and Jesus himself, is that he doesn't sugarcoat the message. He just goes straight forward. He goes straight forward explaining the message of the gospel. This is the decision you have to make. There is a cost, a risk. Take it or not. It's up to you if you want to follow me. But be aware that there is a risk, a cost. What is that cost? That risk that you are willing to take in order to follow Jesus. However, when you find yourself unable to keep going because you kind of lack of resources, or you feel that your willpower, your resources, your strength, whatever, is really weak, so send some delegation. Do what this king in the gospel did. Send some delegations to discuss some peace terms, meaning ask God for the strength, the courage, the willpower to keep on following Jesus. But when you realize, as hard as it can be following Jesus, as tough as it can be taking the risk and the cost of following Jesus, when you realize that this something about love, that following Jesus is the fulfillment of all your desires, is the calling of love, the love of the Father calling you to follow his Son, you can resist, you can help yourself but following him. There is a old hymn that I like very much, a kind of hymn that we sing during the Lenten season. I don't know if you remember this hymn. When I survey the wondrous cross, the last verse say, were all the realm of nature mine, that were a present far too small. Love so amazing, so divine, demands my soul, my life, my all. Is following Jesus something that you are kind of struggling right now? Remember, is the love of God that is calling you. And if you find yourself unable to do it, ask God the Father to give you the resources. All right? Have a wonderful day, everyone. Cheers. I'll see you tomorrow with the message of the gospel. Bye now.